Hello everyone, it's me Rizzy Rez. Now, if you see my older videos, you'll know that I made it pretty apparent that I like one of the Ben 10 series in particular.
I really like Ultimate Alien. Now, as you guys know, I love UA. Okay, yes, I love Ultimate Alien. I really like Ultimate Alien.
And that one is Ultimate Alien, or UA for short. In fact, it's even my favorite of the Ben 10 series. But it's not hard to figure out that most Ben 10 fans wouldn't really agree with that statement. So that begs the question, why do I like Ultimate Alien so much? Today, I'll be discussing that, and I'll be taking a deep dive into what makes Ultimate Alien so awesome for me. Remember that everything in this video I say is purely just for me. This is what I think about Ultimate Alien, and one of the points in this video I will say is very personal to me and wouldn't really apply to many other people. So I guess with everything else out of the way, like, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and let's go. Now, this first reason is the most subjective and personal one, and that being nostalgia. Ultimate Alien was the first series I really became attached to in 2012, watching it through DVDs. I remember one of my favorite things to do back then when I was like, 4 years old, was to just pretend like I was Ben's aliens and turn into their ultimate forms. I already had some prior knowledge of the franchise before I started watching Ultimate Alien and actually was able to gain memories. So to see some of my favorite transformations become ultimate forms was something that I just loved. And one of my favorite gifts I've ever received is this collection of 4 Ultimate Alien DVD cases with all of the Ultimate Alien episodes. I got it from my sister for a Christmas present, and I just love these. I even watched these today, though unfortunately can't really watch all the episodes because they're a bit scratched. So yeah, this may not be for everyone, but UA just holds a special place in my heart as being the first Ben 10 series for me. It's the one that started it all. To keep it simple, Ultimate Alien has my favorite versions of the characters in the whole franchise. Ben has the mature and leader-like aspects of Season 1 and 2 of Alien Force, and also the comedic but not cocky aspects of Season 3 of Alien Force. And he also has the lessons that Max gave him in the classic series. He's the ultimate culmination of all of his best character aspects. But it's not just Ben. Gwen is a more powerful and formidable fighter, maturing and learning to harness her anodyte or magic abilities to the best of her abilities. And Kevin is still just as funny as before, but way more grown up and developed and working to be an actual real hero considering where he came from his backstory, which makes it even more tragic what happens to him in Season 2. And Max is still the same wise, strong-headed role model for Ben. These are my definitions of the characters, and the ones I believe their peak lies. Contrary to what most people believe, but I love the Ultimate Alien stories. The Ultimate Agregor and the Ultimate Kevin arc are some of the best stories ever written in the franchise. In my own opinion, of course. I love these two because they just work so well together. The first season is spent following Agregor, a powerful Osmosian much like Kevin 11, as he collects and absorbs these 5 brand new aliens in order to gain their abilities so he can absorb ultimate power. And we see the trios apprehend these aliens and take them back to their homes, but then Agregor steps in and takes them away from them. Then we get the second collection plot being the Map of Infinity, and the iconic episode titled The Forge of Creation. We get to see the return of Alien X, the introduction of Alien X's homeworld, and we get the return of classic 10-year-old Ben Tennyson fighting alongside 16-year-old Ben Tennyson with the trio, to stop Agregor from absorbing an infant celestial sapien. And then when Agregor seems like he's about to win, Kevin steps in after absorbing Ben's Ultimatrix and getting a new Kevin mutation. And that sets up the next villain being, as people call him, Ultimate Kevin. And speaking about Ultimate Kevin, what a great arc that was. We get another Kevin mutation, a good one at that. And some absolute insane action. You can't forget the epic final battle between Ultimate Echo Echo and Ultimate Kevin when Ben was literally about to kill Kevin, which was a big part of this story. It focuses on the divide between Ben and Gwen as they contemplate where Ben thinks he should kill Kevin because he's caused way too much harm, whereas Gwen thinks he's still sane and hasn't lost his humanity yet, so she tries to reason with him.
But I've come up with a way to help you. If you just trust me, I really think I can cure you.
Okay, let's kill him. Let's kill this guy. Let's beat him to death with hammers.
I want you to actually experience this arc for yourself, so I won't go too in depth, but let me just say this, it is a watch. And Season 3 is a grey area for many people. Some people like it, and some people absolutely hate it. And yes, I won't lie, there are some filler episodes that are not so stellar to say the least. But there are also some hidden gems in this season that don't get the recognition they deserve. For example, The Transmogrification of Eunice, Ben 10,000 returns, Basic Training, Prisoner 775 is missing, Double or Nothing, The Ultimate Sacrifice, Inspector 13, Catch a Falling Star, and Night of the Living Nightmare. Give these episodes a watch, they are great. Although the elephant in the room must be addressed, and that is the Dagon arc and the Knights versus the Esoterica. And I like this arc. Now, I'm not going to say this is the best arc in the franchise, it's probably not even top 5. But for some reason, it kinda clicks with me. It sends off the Forever Knights in a nice arc, we get a new villain, and Vilgax, and it gives us a new perspective on the just basic good versus evil tropes. If you haven't seen this arc, I'll give you a rundown. These are the episodes connected to this arc, and yes, that is only about 8 and a bit episodes out of the 32 in Season 3. The basic premise is that Old George, an immortal Roman soldier and the founder of the Forever Knights, is at war with the Esoterica and Dagon, a powerful shape-shifting creature from a different dimension. Also, Vilgax is here, because why not, I guess. And the trio can't really pick a side in this war because they're both in the wrong. Dagon is trying to turn the whole world into Esoterica, Vilgax is just straight up evil, and the Forever Knights kicked off the war by purging any alien they could find on Earth. I know this arc, and by extension this season, is not for everyone, but it holds a special place in my heart. And yes, there is also another smaller sized elephant in this room, being the fact that people think Ultimate Alien is a little bit too dark and a little bit too mature. But I think that's perfectly fine. Ben 10 already had the goofy silliness of the classic series, it had the more mature aspects of Alien Force Season 1 and 2, it went back to the goofy aspects of Season 3, and then now we're back to the mature aspects of Ultimate Alien, and in my opinion, this is the best part of it, because then we go back to the goofiness of Omniverse. I just love the ideas of the series, and I feel like we could get a lot more of those ideas if Man of Action just got to do what they want. I don't know if a lot of people know about this, but Ben 10 was created by Man of Action, but it was produced by Cartoon Network, and it's quite obvious to see that in the UAF era. If you still don't know what that means, well, basically, let me say it like this. When Man of Action got to do what they want, we got things like Alien Force Season 1 and 2. But then when Cartoon Network stepped in, we got things like Alien Force Season 3. Man of Action actually planned to have a plot centered around the whole idea of Ben being scared of his ultimates and then kind of taking over, but that never came to fruition. You can see hints of it in the earlier episodes with Ben's eyes turning pink and stuff like that, and we also get the ultimate sacrifice, which is kind of a payoff, but not really. Speaking of ultimates though, alright, before you get all up in arms about this, let me explain myself. The ultimates were not done great. They were far too infrequent, which didn't really give that much of an impact when Ben turned into them. We didn't get that many ultimates, there was only 8 of them. One of them, Ultimate Waybig, debuting in literally the last episode of the series. And we didn't even get any ultimates for the aliens introduced in Ultimate Aliens, like the Andromeda 5 or the rest of the 5 aliens. But despite all that, I still like the ultimates and the ideas of it, mainly because of the community potential. As soon as the ultimates were introduced, discussions circled around the Ben 10 community asking questions like, what if this alien had an ultimate? And people were drawing fan art for their favorite aliens' ultimates, the most common one being Ultimate Alien X. It's just fun to think about what if other aliens had ultimates. And since the ultimates are created by putting the alien in a simulated warzone for 1,000,000 years and seeing how it evolves and survives, it means pretty much any alien can have an ultimate. And that's actually why we get ultimates like Cannon Bolts, because the natural progression for an Arborian Pelorota is to just strengthen his armor. Despite people not really liking Ultimate Cannibal, it makes sense. And yes, not all the ultimates are fantastic, but Ultimate Humongosaur, Ultimate Echo Echo, Ultimate Spider Monkey, and Ultimate Swampfire are pretty cool in my opinion. I know the ultimates aren't for everyone, but you have to consider and appreciate the ideas and the potential for the ultimates. Plus, seeing your favorite aliens getting upgraded into a super alien, it's pretty sick, you gotta admit. Ultimate Alien isn't perfect. It's probably the least watched series for most Ben 10 fans, and most of them would agree as either the worst one or just the one they have the least recognition of. But to me, it is my definition of Ben 10. It has the perfect characters for me, it's got great arcs, it's got great aliens, it's got great action, it's just got great everything. I just love Ultimate Alien and I wish more people gave it a chance. Omniverse kind of had that effect of being hated at the start and now slowly and nowadays people loving it. I wish Ultimate Alien can have that effect and people can actually appreciate how good it is, because it is actually good. And I know I am kind of biased because it is the one that I grew up on and it's the one that I've watched the most. But there's a reason I've watched it the most, and that's just because I love it. I just hope you, watching this video, if you're a Ben 10 fan or even not really that much into Ben 10, I hope you can appreciate Ultimate Alien for what it is. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. This is more like my older style of videos, namely the reboot Is It Bad, and also my discussion on whether Vilgax was the classic series was best. So I guess this will kind of be the third installment for that series, so we still need to do a video on Alien Force and Omniverse, so if you want me to discuss something in both those series, then let me know and I'll discuss it. If you enjoyed this video, consider liking and subscribing. I'm trying to monetize this channel as quick as I can, because I don't know if you know this, but not uploading videos for 11 months kinda hurt that chance. At the end of the day, I'm just a guy online making videos about Ben 10. If you enjoy my stuff, then you can support, but if you don't enjoy it, then that's fine as well. So that's all I really got for now. So I'm Rizzy Resin. Until next time, I'll see you later. Peace.